Hello, welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. Thank you for coming back. Now, today, we're talking about the third part of the dissertation for the 25th chapter of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which is the 22nd chapter of the book of Zion. And today we start with 8:3. Thus saith the Lord, I am returned into Zion, and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth, and the mountain of the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain. This again is a passage that is an affirmation of Jerusalem and of the blooded Jews. The great keep their promise. Jerusalem will be cleansed. It will become a place where the telepathic community of grace ensures that all are honest, a city of truth. It will house the temple, the seat of the priests' guild. Those who are chosen to be channels of the gray will train in Jerusalem. They are the hosts of the gray's consciousness. Only the most holy will be able to embody the gray, and Jerusalem will be the place that houses those elite priests. It is the holy mountain. Obadiah 1:17 and 18. Zion 22:10 and 11. 1:17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Jerusalem may be the site of the great temple complex, but deliverance comes from Mount Zion. The human issues will be decided in the capital of Zion, that is the government's seat of me and mine. This verse also repeats the promise to the Zionite people that they will be able to be free and that they will be reimbursed for their dire losses at the hands of the governments of earth. The gray know your suffering. They are coming to put things right. That's their promise to us. 1:18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph for a flame, and the house of Issue for a stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. This message tells us that Jacob, i.e. Zion, Joseph, i.e. Israel, and the Palestinians, i.e. Islam or Issue, will become as one in their familial ties. Issue will become so intertwined with Israel that they will become one, and they all will use marijuana as a sacrament that binds them all together, as marijuana does. This is a trinity of pot: Zion, Israel, and Ishmael, the powerhouse of power on earth. If Israel and Ishmael can reconcile, we can be a true force for the gray. Allah is a gray. He's as gray as Yahweh is, and both are represented by Ishi. The Torah says that Ishi is God. It's his new name. Let us put aside our ancestors' names for their gray contacts. We have a new generation of humans with a new generation of gray. Our most sacred text to Abraham's children tells us to call upon the name of Ishi. Psalms 50:2-4, Zion 22:12-14, 52. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God has shined. I hate to think of myself as either perfect, which I'm not, or beautiful. I don't feel beautiful. I never have. And maybe that's the point. I always try to be perfect, but I always feel that I'm just short of it. And I don't see any beauty in the mirror. I see what life did to me. Not beautiful. But I strive to create beauty for those I encounter. Perhaps that is the best that I or anyone else can truly do or be. So I always strive to live up to the standard of Zion, the perfection of beauty. I hope that God does shine through me, because I may not be perfect, but I know people who are far more perfect than I ever hoped to be. They are the gray. 53. Let our God come, and shall not keep silent. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous around about him. This talks about how chaotic the arrival of Rihanna and Ishi will be. I believe these two will be sent, my daughter and her father. That event will be an awe-inspiring event for myself and my people, but to the rest of the human population, it will be a shocking event that will be confusing at best, horrifying at worst, but life-altering, definitely. The fire is marijuana. It heralds the coming of God. The war on drugs is another so-called part of this verse's intent. The war is tempestuous, causing a lot of turmoil. And because the drug users are the ones to call them to earth, the fire that is the center of the controversy is the use of drugs by my people. Marijuana symbolizes that um, it is the first truly vilified drug. 54. And he shall call to the heavens from above, from about, and to the earth, and he may judge his people. He is Messiah. He who is the chosen husband of Zion. He will call upon the gray. He will be the judge of his people, the people of Zion. So while the gray judge the human race, Messiah judges the drug users. And just like the rest of humanity, the gray aren't innocent, or the small g gray, us, aren't innocent. But we have already suffered. We have already paid the price for our sin. Psalms 92, Zion 22:15, 99:2. The Lord is great in Zion, and he is high above the people. The Lord is great in Zion. My people are going to have every reason to be grateful to the gray. They are the very reason Zion becomes a nation. The gray are the greatest thing that ever happened to the drug users. The gray offer us a future of peace and praise. They promise to end our suffering. They are great to us and for us. The gray are high above the people of Zion. It is the high that creates the connection between the gray and their human gray counterparts. The high is the key to the entire prophecy. If there was no word that defines the entire process of interspecies communication, it's the word high. It is the meeting place between heaven and earth. But this high isn't just for the pot user, smoker. The privilege of getting high obligates the high person to connect to the gray. Our price for the high is our service to humanity, or on the gray's behalf. That is part of the high. We seek to bring peace and harmony to those around us. It's our job. Psalms 48:2, Zion 22:16, 48:2. Beautiful for its situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, on the sides of the north, the city of the great king. Some people will say that Mount Zion refers to the Israeli Mount Zion and in the Middle East, but this is Mount Zion on the sides of the north. As if you look at a globe, Zion, i.e., the Rocky Mountains, are north and to the side of the Middle East. This Zion is a city in the north, not in the Middle East. So this Mount Zion isn't the city of David. It's as new and yet to be uncreated city, a northern city. This soon-to-be created city in Mount Zion will be beautiful, and it will be the seat of power in Zion, the city of the great King Messiah. This city is the joy of the whole earth. Its creation is the beginning of peace and prosperity for the poor and the outcast, a new city to signify a new age of humanity, an age of gray. Isaiah 52, 7 to 9. Zion 22, 17 to 21. 42, 7, or 52, 7. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publish peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publish salvation, that saith unto Zion, thy God reigneth. Now I know all of you have been writing, waiting for the Messiah to show up. Well, here he is, on the mountain, publishing peace. He brings good tidings to us all: peace, joy, love, and God. He is a man who has been groomed by the gray to rule. He has been trained to see beyond what is evident. He is able to rule wisely. He publishes salvation. He says to Zion, your God reigns, or the gray rule. He is Messiah. He is the ultimate proof of the power of the gray. He was chosen by the gray to be king to the people of Zion. He will rule justly. He will bring a new form of law, one that completes the entire world. The entire world will look to him for moral law, as well as government law, because he will combine the two, creating a system of just laws. Zion sets in motion the events foretold, but it is a joint effort from this point on. Zion isn't about female empowerment. It's not about drug use. Zion is about unity. It's about uniting the female and the male. It's about creating a united world where all humans are equal, all laws are just, and the people are what's truly important. So it's about love. The sacred marriage of Zion and Messiah is what creates Zion. I have spent my entire adult life seeking Zion. I seek that sacred marriage because it is the centerpiece of life. All things stem from love. The love of a man and woman creates life. Love alone can guide life with justice. Love creates joy, and joy creates peace. Love creates love comes first. All things come from love. So if we make love our most noble goal, that sacred marriage will dwell within us all. So, at last, our Messiah appears to bring us a unity of love and purpose. Together, Messiah and Zion are an unstoppable force for good. They are a power couple with a new force of will that empowers the hearts of humanity. The true God of earth is found in the hearts of all who have awaited the Messiah, who appears to unite the sexes and bring unity to humanity. 52:8. Thy watchers shall lift up with their voice, together shall they sing, for they shall see eye to eye when the Lord shall bring again Zion. Those of us who are watching for the changes coming as are the same ones who sing songs about it. Music is an energy form. It's a wave pattern. It affects the matrix of the soul and of the planets. We who understand this watch for the changes we bring to that matrix. Rock music, um, the music of my people, is a source of power to us. It heals our wounds and disrupts the energy patterns of the dark matrix that's used to increase our loneliness. And, i.e., the matrix grid, our music empowers us to overcome that negative energy field that we live in. And there I will stop for today. And the next time we will carry on with where we left off. Until then, may the Gray watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May you always be worthy of them. May they teach you right from wrong. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. May you always be happy and high. Know that I love you. I will see you soon. It will be glorious. Until then, later, because I'll never say goodbye.